Good afternoon. It's been a while I update you guys, and that's because I'm observing my FYB week in school. And more so, I'll be observing my exam very soon. But I want to quickly update you guys now that I'm free on a new accumulator trading system. Yeah. So basically, the first thing I intend to do is I will check the market sentiment. So for volatility 75, all time frame is sideways. That is the first thing to observe. After observing all time frame being sideways, the next thing is you pick volatility 75 on your Deriv trading platform. Then you set your barrier here. Accumulator is all about trading in between the barrier. So you set your barrier in this software I built. This software is particularly for me. You can never find it anywhere. I built it for trading. Okay, trading the accumulator specifically. So let's wait for this interface to load. So now it's on volatility 75, and this software can go as high as 5%. But being the type of person I am, I'm a more conservative type of person. I'd love to put it in 1% and keep going over and over again. So the next thing I will do is I will check the barrier of volatility 75 index. What is the barrier? The barrier is plus 35.80855. So I can just put it at plus 34,000, because the barrier, we want to ensure that the barrier is quiet. Is quiet. There should be quiet difference from the actual barrier. Okay, the actual barrier is 35.8, so you can just put a difference of 1,000 difference, so 34,000 here. Then you are going to click on the start real time stream. So minute tick window can be 7 tick, so you click on start real time stream. So basically, immediately you click on this all volatility index, we start updating all volatility index. Can you see that? But in as much as all volatility index is updating, don't forget this particular setting, the barrier, is for what? Volatility 75, not for volatility 10 or any other volatility. So go ahead and locate for 75. Can you see? Now volatility 75 is extremely stable. This is a good entry for us to enter. And here is our timer. We need this timer also. So what this timer basically do for us is that we want to ensure that, because every 1 minute the sentiments change, a new candle pop up. So we want to ensure that all 3 time frame on all volatility are still saying the same thing. So a new candle is going to pop up very soon. Now every new 1 minute a new candle is popping up. So we want to ensure that the 1 minute, 5 minute and 15 minutes are all sideways. So let's wait for a new candle to pop up. And boom, a new candle has popped up. So volatility 75, 1 minute, 5 minute and 15 minutes are still all telling us sideways. So we go to our software, our trading platform. So for entry, our entry is until market is unstable. Immediately market is unstable, okay, you wait again for market to be stable. Okay, immediately you wait for again for market to be stable, you wait for 1 tick, and then you enter the market, and boom, you have 99.9% assurance of winning. So because the market is extremely stable, that is why up to this moment there is no loss at the moment. So all I am targeting is just 1%, which means 1 tick. I only need 1 tick, not much. So it's as simple as that. Alright, let's go. And more so, basically I personally, I always recommend don't go beyond volatility 10. I used to recommend it. I have my reasons for recommending volatility 10 and volatility 25 in every aspect. Only few people knows about this. There is a reason for saying that. Volatility 10 and 25, don't go beyond it. So but for the sake of this tutorial, we are going for volatility 75. So because one of the reason is that the 50, 75 and 100 might tends not to follow the actual 10, so it just keep going. I don't know, that's how Deriv set their thing. You might not be able to understand what I'm saying, but it's part of their manipulations. Yeah. So all I need to do is, since if we are lucky to have, you can wait for like the 10 and 25 to give you the direction. If it's not giving you the direction, stay out of the market. Good. Volatility 25 is giving us the direction, all are sideways. So all I'm going to do is go back to our main volatility 25. Then you set this to the volatility 75 ratio, which is 0. Okay, this is 30. Volatility 25. 0.4002. So I'm going to set plus 0.4000, right? Because this is 4294. So I want a difference. So now I'm locating volatility 25. Good. So what I'm going to basically wait for now is market unstable, which is going to give us a red tick here. So once market is stable again, I enter. Let's watch. Okay, market is unstable. So now a new minute candle has popped up. It's my duty to first go and check that. So we won't enter the wrong market. So the market is still stable. So in the process of checking, we missed this entry. So we have to wait again for unstable market, then a stable market, then we enter. It's as simple as that. So an unstable market has come. So we want to wait patiently for a stable market if our interface has loaded. Okay, we should have entered this. Adding mean our interface has load. Okay, and we would have won that, but our interface is still loading. Alright, so now we are waiting for a stable market. Immediately a stable market appear, then one tick, then you enter. It's as simple as that. So there is higher possibility of winning this over and over again. The reason we ensure that the actual barrier we set in the software is far from the actual barrier in the market is because if this should get out of the barrier we set in this software, there is still higher possibility of us winning because it's not the same as the actual barrier here. It is mathematical, it is logical. So let's wait again, and trust me, you can go as taking as, okay, you can go as taking as 40 trade at a go, 40-60 trade at a go with no loss in between if you follow this thing I'm telling you. So let's wait for one more trade, then we call it out. And don't forget, we are still going to do this as a challenge. Treat it as a challenge for like months, days, weeks, and monitor it. You are going to see how this thing is going to compound in giving you massive results over time. It's going to compound and give you massive result over time. So the market is unstable and a new statistic has popped up here. So this is one of the way we are being secluded out of the trap. Can you see the market is still unstable and a new market statistic is up here. So this thing is very accurate for volatility 10 and 25. Any other volatility is at your own expenses. Alright, so we've seen a signal and this is also your one trade. See you guys later. Take care. Stay safe.